Hello. I'm here today to talk to you about and also read to you a book that I have just picked up yet again, for probably about the second time, maybe even my third attempt. I've read it before. I have not finished it. I tend to do that sometimes. I don't know if anyone else can relate, but I tend to pick up books and I start reading them, and then I get very, very caught up with just the busyness of life, and I never get to finish it. So this is going to be my attempt at finishing this book, which I've heard lots of great reviews on. And it's called The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, a practical guide to fulfillment of your dreams. It is by Deepak Chopra, and it is based on creating affluence. Now, honestly, I was recommended this book. It was recommended by a physician that I know. And at the time, I was going through some stuff, and she happens to be a friend of mine, and she told me all about this book. And she said, I really would like you to pick this book up. And, the first time I read, a good half of it, likely, it was pretty helpful. But I also incorporated tons of other different things in my life that I started to do just differently. Whether that be, meditation and just doing some manifesting, if you will, and also just some spiritual connection to, my creator. I'm not a super religious person, but I am spiritually very connected to a higher being, a greater spiritual creator of the sorts. Without divulging too much into what my personal beliefs are, I found a lot of comfort and ease at doing various different things, including reading this book, but also holding some time for connection with God and prayer, and just a whole lot of gratefulness for everything that I did have. So if you are seeking some sort of change or guidance or a way to ease some difficult times, I strongly suggest that incorporating this book and reading it may bring you some, some guidance, if you will. And by no means am I a professional in any of this, and I guess you can take that as a disclaimer. I'm not advocating, I'm not sponsored, I'm not paid, I am not liable. All I know is, I'm not a professional in this industry, but I find that when you make changes, whether they be small and consistent, well, rather, when they are small and consistent, and by that I mean over time you incorporate them into your daily habits, you do see change. You do see a change for the better. And I find that more attainable than big drastic changes very quickly. So, it's almost like going on a crash diet and doing so well for a few weeks or a few months and then falling off track, versus making small changes and incorporating them into your daily life and seeing long-term success with that is what I mean. It tends to work better, at least for me. And adding this book and the readings of this book and actually the guidance of this book really did help, along with, other things like meditating and manifesting and prayer and just positive affirmations. I made it a point every morning to wake up and count my blessings and be thankful and grateful for everything that I did have, which, and again, in the busyness of life, in the past, it was just almost a rat race, and we never had time to just sit down and kind of thank the world and the universe for all that we did have. So, with that said, I'm pretty grateful that I was told about this book. So, and if you want to know further, please keep watching, and without making too much crazy noise, I'm going to flip the pages of this book. Maybe first I'll read the back. So it says personal growth, business, and prosperity. This is a book you will cherish for a lifetime, for within its pages are the secrets to making all your dreams come true. In the 7 spiritual laws of success, Deepak Chopra distills the essence of his teachings into 7 simple yet powerful principles that can easily be applied to create success in all areas of your life. And some of the reviews are pretty good, and they are strongly recommending the book and advocating for it, like a must read for anyone who missed The Prophet by Khalil Gibran. The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success is a virtual reality toolkit for the 21st century spiritual traveler. So yeah, that's just an idea of all the nice reviews. Now, let's get down to it. Sorry. Based on natural, I did not pay $16 for this. I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure I got this for a lot less. I have a ton of books, and I make it a point not to pay too much. But anyway, I digress. Based on natural laws which govern all of creation, this book shatters the myth that success is the result of hard work, exacting plans, or driving ambition. In the 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, Deepak Chopra offers a life-altering perspective on the attainment of success. Once we understand our true nature and learn to live in harmony with natural law, a sense of well-being, good health, fulfilling relationships, energy and enthusiasm for life, and material abundance will spring forth easily and effortlessly. Filled with timeless wisdom and practical steps you can apply right away. This is a book you will want to read and refer to again and again. And again, I'm all about practicality, and simple changes. I don't do big extreme changes anymore. Like, for instance, the last couple of years I have lost a decent amount of weight, maybe 15-20 pounds, and I kept it off simply by just eating within certain windows of time. By that I mean doing intermittent fasting, and on occasion I will reduce my carb intake, but not extremely. I will still have some pasta and rice and breads, but in moderation. For the most part, eating kind of clean and snacking limiting it to only like weekends. But again, simple things. So anyway, contents are acknowledgments and an introduction, and then we go chapter 1, the law of pure potentiality. So I'm going to skip the acknowledgments and maybe even the intro. And let me know if you want me to read the intro, and I can do that, and I can make a separate video, but maybe let's just look at the law of pure potentiality. The source of all creation is pure consciousness, pure potentiality seeking expression from the unmanifest to the manifest. And when we realize that our true self is one of pure potentiality, we align with the power that manifests everything in the universe. In the beginning, there was neither existence nor non-existence. All this world was unmanifest energy. The one breathed without breath by its own power. Nothing else was there.